Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us. We're glad that you're here. I'm Steve.
And I'm Scott.
And together we're Backyard Musings, the Science and Technology channel.
Yep, and we're talking about a health topic this afternoon involving an interesting protein, I guess. So, yeah. So let's just talk about it.
A new study found that keratin membranes, a structural protein taken from wool, can support bone regeneration in living animals. Okay.
That's good.
Yeah.
So now we're
how, but it's good.
So we're talking about people that have bone loss, right? In maybe your jaw or your knees or anywhere, right? Anywhere you got bone.
Yeah, but I just don't know how you do it. How do you put the wool right onto the bone? I don't know.
I don't know. Let's talk about it.
The material produced bone tissue that more closely matched healthy natural bone than collagen, which is currently considered the standard treatment for these treatments. Researchers at King's College London tested the wool-derived keratin in animal models and discovered it could guide new bone growth across damaged areas. The findings suggest the material could become a promising alternative for regenerative medicine and dental procedures. Would you like to know more?
Okay. Quote, "We are really excited to show for the first time how a wool-based material has been successfully tested in a living animal to repair bones. This is according to Dr. Sharif El-Sharkawi at King's Faculty of Dentistry, Oral and Craniofacial Sciences." Okay, so we're talking about, like I said earlier, about like bone loss in your jaws and stuff. Cool. The researchers also highlighted the sustainability benefits of the material. Wool is naturally sourced and is often discarded as waste by the farming industry, making keratin a renewable and scalable option for medical applications.
I thought wool
a couple
was
years
used
ago,
for like coats.
Yeah, so a couple years ago, I had an implant, a dental implant put in. And because of that implant, I had some bone loss in my jaw, and they had to put in, I think it was bovine, which is what, a cow?
Yeah, cow.
Cow. Yeah. So, yeah, they implant some bovine jaw material or bone material in my jaw. So, and it seems to be working.
So this is the type where they drill down and then they insert a screw type thing, and then they screw the two. So why didn't they just use wood glue?
Well, it probably would have been cheaper, and I could have provided it, or even super glue. But glue. They had to build it up with a little bovine bone. So.
I think they didn't use super glue because if you huff that stuff, you could pass out. It's really bad. So you don't want to be huffing. And
I don't huff
that close, you smell it.
Yeah, no huffing. So
yeah. Okay, for many years, collagen has been widely used as a scaffold in regenerative medicine and dentistry. It works as a protective barrier that keeps soft tissue from disrupting healing while allowing bone to regrow in damaged areas. Despite its widespread use, collagen has several drawbacks. The material is relatively weak and can degrade too quickly, especially in situations where healing bone must withstand pressure or support weight. Extracting collagen can also be expensive and technically challenging. So that supporting weight is from chewing. That's the weight.
Yeah.
Pressure.
Yeah. Okay, quote again. From a research perspective, this is a major milestone. It positions keratin as a potential new class of regenerative biomaterial that could challenge the long-standing reliance on collagen. And that's according to Dr. El-Sharkawi. To investigate alternatives, the researchers created membranes from keratin extracted from wool. The material was chemically treated to produce stable and durable scaffolds designed to support bone regeneration.
The team first tested the keratin membranes on human bone cells in the lab. The cells grew successfully and showed strong signs of healthy bone development. The researchers then implanted the membranes into rats with skull defects. They created rats with skull defects, large enough that they would not heal on their own. Over the following weeks, the team observed how the keratin scaffold supported bone growth across the damaged sections.
Okay. While collagen membranes generated a greater amount of bone overall, the keratin scaffolds produced bone that was more organized and structurally stable. The fibers were also better aligned and more closely resembled the structure of healthy natural bone. Sorry, I'm about to sneeze.
Bless you. The keratin membranes also blended well with surrounding tissue and stayed stable throughout the healing process. Researchers said these qualities are important for potential real-world medical use.
And to close out with a quote here, we've effectively demonstrated the technology in an animal model, which makes this much more than an early materials concept. Okay, so obviously they're still in the process here. It's going to be a ways before they put it out. So it shows that keratin can support bone regeneration in a living biological system, bringing the technology significantly closer to use in real patients. And that's according to Dr. El Sharqui.
We should tell our dentistry friends, our two dentists, about this. See if they are aware of it.
Yeah. So, yeah, and because of my issue with my bone degeneration, my loss of bone in my jaw, these dentists that you're talking about both looked at my X-rays, and yeah, they backed off. So I had to go to an actual oral surgeon, and that, of course, whenever you have surgeon in your title, that just bumps up the give me your money.
That's right. That's right. You can't just go around saying surgeon. You have to be qualified as a surgeon to make that money.
Yeah, and then your patients have to pay for that qualification. So, but anyway, it's all good. I mean, I was told, it was funny. I was told right after I had the procedure that 90% of implants fail, and I thought,
wow.
Great. Well, that wasn't a good investment because if I ever have to have another one, I'm just gonna yank that sucker out and just have a gap, man. I'll be like a redneck.
Be like me. I've got a gap over here.
Yeah.
2 tooth missing. So if 90% failed?
That's what they said. Yeah. That's what this
Why
person
would you
said.
go with the procedure based on that against the odds?
That's a great question. And especially where it was, because it was a molar. So nobody sees it. And I mean, the only thing that it'd affect would be chewing. No smile. So, but anyway, can't have that, can't be toothless. So anyway, some people are.
What's the peanut gallery saying?
Some people are.
Some people are.
It's all good.
All right, folks. Thanks for joining us. We'll catch you tomorrow.
Take care, everyone. Have a good night.